It's been a long and difficult year for all of us. I know that many of you have lost your loved ones, and I want you to know that you have all my deepest sympathy and regret. I know it's hard. It's been hard for everyone affected or unaffected by this whole situation. I also know that there's no guarantee that on 2021 we'll be back to our lives. I also know that we need a rays of hope. A rays of hope I hope I'll bring with my clip this evening, with some humor I intend to put in it, presenting my inspired ideas of caricatures. But for those of you I mentioned above, if this is a touchy subject and you feel like it's too much or I'm being upsetting, annoying in any way, please don't further watch the video. Those are just some ideas of mine which I wanted to present to everyone to lift the spirit, to give a rays of hope. It's by no means intent to upset anyone. So, if it will upset you, I'm truly sorry. But I'm telling you very sincerely, don't watch the clip if you think it's inappropriate. Thank you. Hi there, boys and girls. Welcome back in another clip. As you know, we are nearing the end of 2020. Well, thank God. But however, there's gonna be 2021 coming. So we hope it will be a better year. Well, it should be. Obviously, none of us will remember 2020 as the greatest year ever, which it wasn't. However, we need to be optimistic. We need to have something to lift our spirits up, you know? So, what we can do, we can laugh in front of death. That's one thing we can do. How can we do that? Through sarcasm, through self irony, by having a well developed sense of humor. Now, as you can see, we are on my page, which I attached very often in my clip's description. And I'm gonna show you here a particular album. It's called Covid-19 Cartoon. Over here, I've implemented some inspired ideas, most of them from movies, history, uh, jokes, whatever, and I've transposed them on the theme of COVID. So let's have a look at this and let's take a few examples. So over here you can see that Mongolia is closing the border with China when the pandemic erupted in China. And as you can see, the Mongolians with their horses and their eagles and whatever, well, the animals are even human characteristics building a wall in here. But the irony here is that during medieval times, it was the Mongolians who were escalating the wall or breaking down the wall to invade China. And now, afraid of the pandemic, they're doing the reverse. The next one is based on the famous movie The Exorcist 1973. And here we have the earth which is possessed by this evil pandemic, and we have a doctor's hand holding the red cross of the medicine trying to exorcise the demon out of our planet. Okay, let's see the next one. The next one is a parody of a famous scene from the movie called Bird Box. It was when that guy was covering the woman and the two little kids so that they could go to the boat. and he would step on the front door and talk to the unwelcome strangers, which obviously in the movie there were psychopaths, but in this case here they are in fact contaminated with coronavirus. As you can see, each of them carrying one virus on their back. Right, next one. Next one we have Rapunzel, which is telling the prince, don't forget East and toilet paper. You remember those dramatic times when people were rushing into the stores like if it was Black Friday and they were taking all the toilet paper and the East? Well, that's a parody on that, you know. And the next one is, you know, that guy which was not popular in school, the one who was so ugly that he could, by all means, cover his face with a carton box. And he was sitting on the corner in there, and as in real life, in this gag in here, he's avoided by the virus, and that's that illustration is meant to ask a particular question by that time if there's a cure for this cure, which will be tested on us pretty soon. Okay, so in the next one here we have two detectives, well, more likely a detective and his faithful help, which are inspecting a crime scene or someone who died in the morgue, you know. Well, um, over here, there's obviously a person lying covered in bed with his bare feet, and the detective is asking what's the cause of death, and his deputy is telling him the cause, which is multiple times stabbed and dots dots dots, and the detective is concluding it's coronavirus, nothing for us here. So, therefore, pack your bags, guys, go home, have a sleep. The easy way of sorting things up. Well, by that time, it was looking like a joke, and for spirits lifting, I thought of a way of emphasizing it in a most dramatic way. Now, the next one is is something based on a famous novel, but if you haven't seen the movie or read the book, you won't see the reference. So the book is called The Master and Margarita of Mikhail Bulgakov. I'm not sure how his name is spelled, but anyway, it's one of my favorites. And over there was a scene where the archidemon was asking a person in the park, nor the devil, that doesn't exist either, and the person who was answering nor the devil. That's a debate on the existence of divinity and of obscurity. And in this case, instead of the devil asking this, is the virus himself asking if he exists or not. And that person would say, no, it's non existent. Anyway, let's move forward. The last one on this year, and I really hope that it will um, do its thing and lift the spirits up for you. It's a parody on Venom, and I called it Venkov 19. So, as you can see, I've caricaturized in a comic book style Tom's Hardy's face and sticked to his face on the other half is the face of the virus as I imagine it. Now, guys, those were all my ideas so far, and I really hope that this pandemic is to end on 2021. I do realize, however, that it won't happen straight away. So therefore, I might have a few more ideas to put in drawing. But also, if you felt inspired in any way and you can give me some other inspired ideas, I am very receptive to find them. So if you felt this is inspiring and you have new ideas that you think I should draw, leave it in a comment below, and if the idea is inspired enough, I will give it a try. I will show it in the next clip, and I will personally thank you in the next clip as well. So, those being said, uh, this clip will continue with the making of this one because it's the most recent one. So whoever wants to see the actual process is very welcome to stay. For the others, I wish you a way better 2021. God bless. Goodbye.